Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing you how to actually draw anatomy like a pro. So have you ever wanted to draw anatomy like this or like this? Well, if you're curious to find out, please stay till the end because I'm going to be sharing you tips that will absolutely make you crash anatomy today. Before diving in, let's ask ourselves, why do you really want to learn anatomy? Like, are you planning to use it for a project like a visual novel, comic or manga? Or you just want to improve your character drawings? Because you actually want to know why you're improving in your anatomy. One effective method is to practice individual body parts. I call this the divide and conquer method. And also, simplifying shapes is one of the easiest ways to draw anatomy because you're not thinking of every single muscle, but you're simplifying into bigger shapes, which makes the learning process even faster. Finally, learning how these parts connect with each other is essential. Simplify the body into basic shapes and build upon that with detailed anatomy. Trust me, this approach works way better if you're starting to learn anatomy or something like that, rather than how other pros say that just work like detailed anatomy and then just do all of this. No, it doesn't work, trust me. Now let's break down the anatomy into specific body parts. Okay, so we're going to be starting out by the torso. And why? Because this is one of the most important shapes that you're going to have to remember in order to draw the body. Understanding the structure and movement of the torso is key. And study how the torso connects to the limbs and necks. Personally, I view the torso as a flexible bean, like a shape that can bend and twist, which helps me visualize it in 3D. And here's a tip, okay? Many people start drawing with the head, but I really recommend beginning with the torso, as this helps getting the proportions right from the start. Because most people will start just drawing the head, and then when you see the whole body is like gigantic, or the head is gigantic and then the other parts are like so little. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to get across. Okay, now we're moving into arms. And how do you draw the arms? Well, simple. Focus on how you can turn the arms into simple shapes like cylinders, and then try to connect them into a way that they look like arms, you know. Also trying more and more difficult poses over time, and also trying to draw the hands with the arms at the same time can kill two birds in one stone. So I hope I don't get called out by YouTube for saying this little, but yeah, if you try this thing, you will actually get better really fast. And try not to overcomplicate things, because if you do, you're gonna get stressed. So every time you practice arms, just keep this in mind, okay? Okay, up next we have the legs. And legs can be kind of tricky, especially when connecting them to the hips. Whether you're drawing a male or female figure, getting this connection right away can be a challenge. I recommend starting with the basic structure and then figure out how the legs connect to the torso. As with other body parts, practice drawing legs from various perspectives and understand how they connect to the feet. One simple trick I use when drawing the legs is to draw the torso kind of like a underwear, and then use cylinders for the legs. As for the part that is in between the legs and the hips, I just draw in between them like a space. I don't know, you're gonna be seeing it on screen, but that's basically what I do. And okay, we have reached our nemesis, everyone. Our little friends, the hands. Our best friends or worst enemies. Hands can be incredibly complex, but breaking them down into simple shapes like boxes and cylinders makes them more manageable. Because hands is just another damn level, and if you got any tricks, please leave them in the comments, because it's basically like the souls of drawing, you know. It's like, for those of you who have played Dark Souls, you know that this game is incredibly hard, so I could compare it to that. And while drawing hands in various poses can be difficult, the more you practice, the better you'll get. It's kind of easier the more you practice, okay? Remember, everyone learns at their own pace, so don't get discouraged if this takes time to master, okay? You don't need to feel bad about yourself if you don't get things right away. So keep practicing and keep learning, okay? Don't ever let anyone tell you that you are less than what you think you are, okay? So keep practicing and keep shining forward, okay? Up next we have feet, and for some, feet might be just as challenging as hands, while for others they might be a bit easier. I usually start with a simple ball shape for the heel, and then add a distorted cylinder for the rest of the foot, just like you're seeing on screen. Understanding the 3D forms is crucial here because it helps you visualize the feet in different angles and poses. And one thing to remember when drawing hands and feet is that the hands usually have to be the same size as the face of your character. So go practice those anatomy tips that I just gave you. There are some poses in the description if you want to go practice them. And I'll see you on the next one. And remember to always keep pushing forward just like a star. God bless.